Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions regarding this watch. Today, we discuss a Galactico, proof that you don't need Complication or a sports watch to own a heart and soul Patek Philippe product. This is the 5180/1G-001. Launched in 2008 and made through 2016, this white gold skeleton watch features both skeletonization and engraving. And you can see this is an example of earlier production as it features a tinted, very light blue tinted sapphire surrounding the external perimeter of the movement on the reverse side. These were made with clear crystals and also the blue tinted one, and the earlier one was blue tinted. You can see it has that blue tint which reads as yellow when viewed from the front. A very cool feature and one easily overlooked. Not all white gold 5180 1Gs are the same. The watch is easy to wear. 39 millimeters in diameter. I measure it only 6.9 millimeters thick, and from lug tip to lug tip, 45.8 millimeters. If we include the bracelet, then the total distance across the wrist is 46.7 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now, another feature of this watch that you won't find on more modern Patek Philippe watches, take a look at just how bright white this is. This is undoubtedly rhodium-plated white gold, calculated to look as white as, for example, platinum or palladium, and it's a really explosive look. The luminescence of this watch, it glows without superluminova. It glows in the daylight. The watch is easy to wear. Being really short lug to lug and super thin, it's a great fit for my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, and I think you could probably get away with this on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, making it an unexpected unisex option. It is super flat and will easily slide underneath any kind of a dress cuff. And on my 16 centimeter wrist, it looks and feels fantastic. Part of that is down to something between a beads of rice and a mesh bracelet. It's not quite as dense as a mesh diver, and you can see that there are quite a few gaps between the links to better ventilate this bracelet on a hot day. It's not as densely packed as a mesh bracelet, but it gives you a wonderful fabric-like souplesse and outstanding airiness and ventilation and ability to conduct heat and moisture and air on a hot day. So wearing this on a bracelet will save you if you're in a very hot place, LA, Miami, Singapore. It'll save you a lot of money on replacement straps. You can see how the bracelet is assembled here. It uses a combination of bars and sleeves, but you have many individual removable links for super fine tuning the fit. We have a double deployant clasp. You can see it is a non-sequential close, and it's a friction fit, so it snaps shut. It's low in profile when closed, and you can see it says Patek Philippe, City of Geneva. In fact, you'll find the city of reference and origin along with the name on the dial side as well. Patek Philippe, Geneva, surrounding a fully skeletonized mainspring barrel. As it coils closer to the center, that is, as it winds up, you will be able to use it as a sort of informal power reserve indicator, so you know how much of the theoretical 48-hour maximum power reserve is present and correct. This is the 240 micro rotor. It is the SQU version of the 240 micro rotor. You can see the escapement with the free-sprung Gyromax style balance, beating away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. Note that there is a micro rotor in 22 karat white gold, and that it too has been fully engraved with a scrolling design. So we have banknote scrolling, floral motifs. The more you look, the more you see. And so not only has everything been hand skeletonized, it's then been engraved, and on the edge of every skeletonized bridge or plate facet, you could see that mirrored anglage has also been applied, including internally within all these tiny holos, which is incredibly difficult to do. Take a look at how the steel spring atop the keyless works has been engraved. So you can see that the spring for the set lever detent has actually been engraved, which is fantastic because it's on the dial side. It may as well be beautiful. And this allows me to engage the motion works. You can see the motion works has at least one intermediate wheel between the crown wheel and the minute wheel. That's the minute wheel. That's the hour wheel. The minute wheel pinion turns the hour wheel, and the minute hand sits on the cannon pinion below. We have these lovely fire blued steel foy style hands, and the finishing's really something else. Now, this is all rhodium-plated brass, so it's as bright white as the watch itself. And if you're wondering why the watch is rhodium-plated, it's likely because the movement is rhodium-plated, and Patek wanted the white of the case and the bracelet to be the same as the white of what is effectively the dial. Turning it all over, you can see on the reverse side, very subtle, the blue tint of the periphery of the crystal around the outer perimeter of the movement. You can see the scrolling on that engraved 22-karat white gold micro rotor. And this movement is a work of art in every regard. 2.53 millimeters thick, 27 pivot jewels, 3 hertz beat rate, all this water resistant down to 30 meters, but please don't test that theory. No two of these will be exactly alike. And you can see that there are sharp creased corners where bevels meet inside the hollows of skeletonized bridges. This is at least 3 master craft arts combined, and no two will be identical. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for pricing.